Good morning, students. How are you today? Are you ready for the lesson? Now, let's begin our new lesson. We continue talking about hobbies. The theme of our lesson, my favorite hobby. Lesson objectives of our lesson: use appropriate subject-specific vocabulary and syntax to talk about favorite hobby. Write about activities and experiences using adverbs of frequency, manner, and degree. Now look at the block entry. Open your book page 15 and look at the block entry and answer to these questions. What is Nurlan's favorite hobby and why? Then read this block entry and check your answers. After that, do exercise 2. Read the block entry again and say in which paragraph does the writer say he likes his hobby, talk about how often he plays it, with whom and where. State the name of his hobby, mention what is needed to play it. Now, find 3 adverbs in the block entry in exercise 1. Find adverbs of frequency, manner, degree. Let's revise how we use adverbs. Grammar rule. Now watch this video.
Of manner, adverbs of frequency, and adverbs of degree. The same way we talked about how adverbs of time, we ask when, and adverbs of place, we ask where. With the adverbs of manner, I ask how. With the frequency, I ask how often, and the degree, I ask to what or to which extent. Now, manner is how something is done, frequency is how often, the repetition is the frequency, and the degree is to which extent. We will see each of those in details. All right, let's start with the adverbs of degree. Here are some examples of adverbs of degree. Now, almost, completely, exactly, hardly, much, these are all adverbs of degree. Let me give you an example. Hardly do I ever eat. That means I barely never eat. This is the certain extent of which I eat, that it's barely never. Exactly 30 minutes ago, she came back home. Exactly is the degree to which she came at home. It's the exact point. That is why I call it an adverb of degree. It is to which extent. So whenever I have in a question an adverb of degree and I want to find it out, I just ask to which extent. Check this example right here. The water was extremely cold. To which extent was the water cold? It was extremely cold. So here I don't have a specific number. I don't have the water was 30 degrees or the water was minus 10 degrees. I just have a number that shows a degree. And that is why here I have the water was extremely cold, which shows the extent of the coldness of the water. All right, moving on. Adverbs of manner. Now, adverbs of manner help me understand how something is happening. They are usually placed either after the main verb or after the object. Let's take a closer look. So, he swims well. All right, take a closer look at well right here, okay? Well is the adverb. How does he swim? Well. So, well is the adverb of manner because it depicts how good he swims. He ran quickly. How did he run? He runs quickly. So quickly is the adverb of manner because it shows how something is done. So whenever I can ask myself the question how, I have an adverb of manner. Now pay closer attention to the first example. Notice how I said he swims well and I didn't say he swims good. Now it's wrong to say he swims good because good is an adjective while well is the adverb. All right, so it's very important to know the difference between well as an adverb and good as an adjective. Now the first two examples, well and quickly, they come after the main verb right here because I don't have an object. So he swims well. How does he swim? He swims well. But what happens when I have a direct object? Now the direct object receives the action of the verb. He plays what? The flute. The flute is a noun, direct object. But how does he play the flute? Beautifully. So beautifully is the adverb. Notice it right here, the one in bold. Beautifully is the adverb and it comes after the direct object. Another example is he ate the chocolate cake greedily. The chocolate cake is the direct object because he ate what? The chocolate cake. How did he eat it? How is the question to find the adverb. Greedily is the direct object, but here there are all adverbs of manner. All right, now the adverbs of manner cannot be put between the main verb and the direct object. So let's take a closer look. He ate greedily the chocolate. Now this sentence is wrong. It just cannot happen. The adverbs of manner cannot be in between main verb and object. It can either be before the main verb, like he greedily ate the chocolate, or after the object, he ate the chocolate cake greedily. So either before the main verb or after the direct object, but never in between. Okay, moving on to adverbs of frequency. Now, here are adverbs of frequency with some examples. Let's read some.
Now you have revised the rule how to use adverbs of manner, frequency, and degree. Now let's practice doing quiz. Click the link given below this video and do the quiz, then check your answers. Now look at this adverb and answer the questions. Write down your homework. Your homework will be exercise 4, page 15, student's book. Today you have read Nurlan's favorite hobby blog. And at home, you must write a blog entry about your favorite hobby. Using this given plan below and appropriate adverbs. In paragraph 1, you must state the hobby, brief descriptions of it. In paragraph 2, how often you do it, with whom, where. In paragraph 3, what you needed to do it. And paragraph 4, why you like it. Write a blog entry and then post it to Nurlan Akhatov. Let's conclude our today's lesson with taxonomy of reflection. What did you do? What was important about it? Where could you use this again? Do you see patterns in what you did? How well did you do? What should you do next? Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.